stare you down and say, well, you're the idiot that knows Finn?
I'm an idiot that knows Finn, yes. I think most people that Finn knows are idiots. Or vice versa.
That'll get a strange grin out of her. The corners of her mouth want to go up, but the rest of her mouth wants to frown. You'll see her take a few breaths, trying to figure out what to say, and then ask, so what exactly do you know about what you're doing?
Not as much as I'd like. What exactly do you know about what I'm doing?
Not as much as I'd like.
So, what is this? Another warning to quit my job?
No, I'm trying to figure out how everyone plays into this. Because I know Finn doesn't like you, and the enemy of my enemy...
So Finn's your enemy, huh? Maybe draw me a picture of the situation here. I have a feeling I'm working off of much more limited information than you.
I figured as much. She'll actually go grab a stick, probably break it off a tree, and scratch into the dirt what looks to be a skull and crossbones. You'll notice the entire time she does it, she seems to have this sort of strange smile it looks like she wants to smile, and yet at the same time she doesn't, and yet she's forcing herself to smile. It's almost comical looking. She also doesn't seem to be hiding the way she's feeling at all. After she's done sort of crudely drawing the skull and crossbones into the dirt, and then sort of pointing at it with the stick, she'll smack you with it. And then said, "That's what you're fucking with."
Oh, I like her. She's silly.
She's sassy. Can we keep her?
Twitch will look at her with fucking murder in her eyes. So, what, you're saying that I've got to worry about Blackbeard? Maybe the Pirates of Penzance? You're not being very fucking specific here.
She'll smack you again, this time a little lighter, and say, "That's because I don't know what you're doing."
I don't know what you're doing. And if you touch me with that stick again, I'm gonna put you down.
Go ahead and roll me intimidation.
Alright.
Glitch, glitch, glitch.
Let's see.
This would be the time to roll all ones, Aaron.
Wouldn't it just?
She believes you. She, doesn't do anything with the stick again.
Goddamn right she doesn't.
She'll, very slowly and calmly say, there are a number of toxic mages that are doing whatever in the, well, the extended area of Los Angeles. She'll sigh and actually rub her nose. She, looking at her, she does actually look kind of exhausted. She'll say, I know that Finn doesn't like you. I know roughly how Finn figures into things. I don't know why he doesn't like you. I don't know where you came from. And I know that when you showed up, basically everything went to hell of what I've been planning for, I don't know, past few years.
Is there a question in there, or...
What are you doing and why?
I've been offered a job gathering information on a little pirate gang from Escondido.
With a little rabbit, and she'll actually stick her hands up behind her ears, both hands up behind her head, and make like rabbit ears. And her sort of strained smiles back.
Yeah, he was involved.
Uh-oh, used was.
Let me go ahead and pull something real quick. Was. And that was in the form of a question.
Yeah, he's not really affiliated with their little operation anymore. Last I heard, one of their grunts jumped on him with a... Oh, you know, one of those vests that they, a suicide bomber vest.
Okay, now go ahead and roll me a judge intention. Intuition charisma. And if you have any kind of empathy software or anything, that'll help.
I sure fucking do.
How much
Well,
fucking charisma, you goddamn elf.
I got a lot of fucking charisma, this goddamn elf.
You'll your sensor, your empathy software, you will be able to piece together that her look is definitely not concerned. It's not unconcerned. It's concerned about something, but it's not like sad or anything like that. It's more ponderous, like intellectually ponderous. And watching her, it'll seem to be the case. Her hand will go up to her face like she's thinking about something that she doesn't know how to make of it. What to fucking do? I don't... Oh, fucking damn it. Fucking mess of the whole thing. I'm surrounded by fucking idiot. That's it. That's the only thing I don't know how to deal with. One time, everything goes right, and at this point, she's started pacing, talking to herself. She seems coherent enough not to say full sentences out loud, not enough to actually give you anything, but does seem to be intent on figuring something out.
So are you going to reciprocate with some information, or should I just go?
Well, what do you know about what's south of Escondido?
You mean Aslan?
North of San Diego, south of Escondido. If I meant Aztlan, I would say Aztlan. I meant the fucking toxic zone.
It's shitty. Don't go there without radiation shielding.
Do you have any history, or what are your knowledges?
Oh, let's see here. I've got area knowledge LA.
Any more?
Knowledge of politics. The mafia.
Okay. Player knowledge, do you know what Winter Night is?
No.
Okay. She'll tell you Winter Night is... I don't think any of your knowledge is applied, by the way. Winter Night is a cult that was... let's just say batshit and cause the Matrix crash. It also had some nuclear devices. One of those may or may not have been somewhere in south of Escondido, north of San Diego.
Go on.
She'll seem frustrated when she says this. She'll hold out one hand and say, crazy toxic mage cult that wants to destroy the world. Then hold out the other hand. Nuclear device. I see the two of them not working well together. Or, to phrase it another way, actually working together, which would not be a good thing. If I need to explain it any further, I'm going to slap you.
So you're saying that this cult has or is trying to find a live nuclear device?
Yes. Now we're getting to it. Plus, I don't know what else is down there. They may have finding other nuclear shit down there. I don't know. All I know is that the bombs Winter Night had were not generally tiny things.
Well, that was a pretty great bit of exposition. Are you getting anywhere with this? Are you gonna make me an offer, or what's happening here?
Do you live in LA?
Yes?
Then how about this offer? You make sure that crazy toxic mages don't get hold of nuclear device. Nuclear device doesn't go off, leveling the rest of LA. Is that a good offer? Is that a good enough offer for you?
Twitch will get a kind of sardonic expression and say, well, I mean, it could be sweeter. But do you have anything I can use? Any new leads instead of just an explanation of motivations?
She'll turn around and storm off and say, I'll send you something.
Well, once she's relatively gone, Twitch will start up her subvocal microphone and call everyone up.
I guess Coyote will be tinkering with his things. Yeah, what's up?
Well, Mr. Cottontail's sister, or half-sister, I don't know, came into contact with us. With information, it seems.
What?
Right, I am right about her relation.
Yes, that is Allison.
Okay, just
Unless he's
making sure I
reusing pictures. Just to confuse us.
No picture reuse. That is Allison.
That's a
Yeah.
little weird.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. What specifically is weird about that? Or was that in character? I mean...
That was in character.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Says that the pirate gang are a cult called Winter Night?
And, anyone have any relevant knowledges? I know, Truth Fair has history.
I don't think Vice would have any knowledge about this whatsoever.
No, the only things that would even remotely be applicable would be security design or, yeah, that's it. And that's not, I'm just going to say he doesn't know about that.
A little bit about Winter Night, like I knew a little bit about the reward offered to toxic mages. I gotta see what my character knows. I mean, you've got the magic traditions and magic theory, of course, those don't apply. I think the most applicable one is my North American history, unless it's written about in literature somewhere. I'm sure there's a lot of Winter Night literature, right, Sean?
Probably,
Mike,
but you haven't read any of it.
Yeah, my guy Coyote does have 1 point in six, I guess, but 1 point in trids. So if there's been any kind of not fantasy, but like sci-fi type stuff involving that, he may have heard the name in relation to that. I don't know how accurate the information would be.
Go ahead and roll me that anyways. And apparently MapTool still hates you, Grimith.
Well, yeah.
If you made a roll there, I didn't say it.
No, I didn't make a roll. I'm making my roll now. Woo! Even with 6 dice. 3 hits. Oh. You're like, I heard of this great movie named Winter Night. It was amazing.
I'm surprised the Doberman was rolling that one.
Yeah, I just rolled it. I'm on the wrong screen to hit my character. I thought it was already targeted. But whatever. The Doberman watches trids.
So, Truthsayer will be able to tell you that Winter Night's cult that was involved in the Crash 2.0, you actually don't know too much about them. They essentially did a lot of crazy death cult stuff, which trying to destroy the world, trying to destabilize everything. The exact details and everything you don't know about. You do know that one thing that is rumored is that whatever they did in LA, whatever there were in LA, they didn't seem to have anything done there, which is they hit all the major cities and tried to release worms and things into computer networks and set off bombs of all kinds. Nothing happened in LA as far as you're aware.
End up making it fitting if they, for whatever reason, Winter Night didn't get around to... Why do you keep focusing my fucking vision on the goddamn women talking, Sean? Stop it!
Oh, sorry, I clicked the continuous. I didn't realize that.
I don't want to look at them! I already have enough fucking problems on this server. It would make sense. Assuming that they had planned on doing something to this city and were just unable to get around to it, they still may have had supplies and materiel laying about, which another hateful group like these toxic magi may have found.
Well, she said that they are Winter Knights, I think. Did she? Is that what she said?
Yes.
I don't think she specified that.
Okay.
I think she did, I think.
Oh, I thought, okay.
Well, she said that these guys are trying to get a nuclear weapon that Winter Night had stashed south of Escondido.
Familiar with the spotty effectiveness of nuclear weaponry, Sean, in this day and age?
Yes, that is pretty much everyone's aware of that. Truthsayer probably knows a little bit more details about it, but everyone's aware that nuclear weapons have gone off, have not always been successful.
Well, it would have to be a small device. Otherwise, this group that hates themselves so much, if they actually found one, might just be pissing in the wind.
One thing, if you can ever get in touch with this girl again, can ask her if it's just this toxic death cult that is behind it, or if someone is funding them, because we can finish our contract if we tell someone about that.
Well, she said she was going to send me some data.
See, I mean, really, Truthsayer is continuing to go on his talk. Really, in order for such a device to be worth of any effectiveness, it would have to be small, perhaps about the size of a Truthsayer will noticeably tilt his head inside what remains of Vice's bolt hole. Vice, about how big was that object that was handed to that absolutely gorgeous and illustrious cat-awakened individual yesterday?
I want to say it was about the size of a suitcase, but that's just me as a player not remembering 100% correctly.
Anyone that wants to can go ahead and make a memory roll.
And that is...
Instead of that,
Logic-
Coyote
logic-
is going to review. Coyote's going to review the feedback from the Kenmushi and see if he can see it on that.
Was your Kenmushi flying around when that happened?
It was.
It was.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was, and he captured it with the feed.
Yep,
He was
that is
closer.
true. So,
And Twitch can just do the same thing for her eyeballs.
So you can go ahead and do that, and big briefcase. Fairly large. About the size of maybe 2.5 normal briefcases together. But that's pretty big, actually.
His entire face will noticeably twitch violently, and not just from all of the pain he's under right now.
Yeah. So Coyote has points in mechanical engineering and industrial mechanic skill, so he probably knows what it is too.
Well
So-
then.
That information about Catherine comes in, and let's see the details. She goes by another name, Julia Stanley, up in Tarnagir, the what is modern day Washington state, roughly, the Elven nation up there. She disappeared up there in 47 when her son and daughter were born. And she only came back after the crash. So she does have the name Julia Stanley does have citizenship up there. She also claims to have been born in 2016, but really her birth date is 2020. So she's claiming to be 4 years older than she is. And I don't think Allison has anything else major to share about her, but she will pass along a few more faces to you. Which it'll take me a moment to get.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last bit. Someone came to my room and I had to answer them.
Which of that didn't you catch? The entire explanation of where she was?
I caught like the first half sentence of it, then someone came in and I basically been gone since then.
The short is that Catherine did something up in Tirtajir, went up there in 47, stayed up there until the second crash, and then came south. And she'll send you those 4 pictures of those 4 people. Right there, you should be able to see them.
Oh my gosh, that bunny is holding that elf.
Yes, the bunny is holding the elf. And that seems to be the extent of what she knows about the group. She'll go ahead, and she does know that all 4 of them are mages, and that all 4 of them are toxic. She'll include her brother's info in that too, and he was indeed a toxic mage in with them.